Gets a second three. A little sidestep in here. With a move by Brooks. It was deflected. It's loose. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Official is down. The head coaches are in the middle of it.
Just remind any spectator going onto the floor interrupted will be ejected and subject to arrest.
Well, this could take some time to sort out, but you can see it was Mitchell and Brooks with the shove by Donovan. You can see the ensuing melee.
And I believe that gentleman in the gray who grabbed Brooks and took him to the ground was Grizzlies personnel. There was the ball thrown and then the shove by Mitchell. This has kind of been brewing on all game. They had words earlier in the first quarter. And this is history because remember Mitchell was in the West with Utah, so they've seen each other a lot.
Mitchell threw the ball
and then came up and shoved him and then threw him down. But clearly to me, Mitchell was the aggressor just by looking at it initially. Yeah,
tackled there by this.
There's the block shot by Mobley.
We're looking at the rest of the play for a hot
See, to me, that was an inadvertent. I do not think Brooks was trying to hit Donovan Mitchell below the belt, but he did. And that's kind of what started it right there with the ball being tossed back at Brooks and then the shove.
We do this great interview. He's awesome. And as we're getting ready to say goodbye, Craig.
Uh-oh, we got another one. Another meeting between the Rockets and an opponent.
Well, those two got into it the last time. Saw Utah, and I'm sure Jabari had not forgotten, taking exception.
This one is broken up much quicker than the one the other night against the Bulls.
In all fairness, Dunn really went at Jabari last time, and he did again. Clearly, those two didn't forget, and nothing connected. A lot of kind of shirt grabbing there.
He tried.
A little.
Dunn that did look like a little bit of a punch motion. Jabari was ready to throw.
Well, those two have history. They locked up very similarly the last time. I don't know if these two are going to be able to finish the ball game because the intention.
After review, Dunn and Smith have both been assessed fighting technical fouls and are both ejected from the game. Play will resume with a Houston throw-in in the backcourt with 19 on the shot clock.
All right, so they're both gone. That was Mark Lindsay, your crew chief. So Jabari Smith Jr. has been ejected, as has Chris Dunn.
Hero and Embiid Thompson locking up. Oh my goodness.
Gets thrown to the floor. Here come both benches. And now frustration's boiling over. And both teams red hot. Embiid Thompson and Tyler Hero went after one another.
Frustration is right. That is 100% frustration. Fred VanVleet tossed earlier. And then Thompson locked up.
And Ime Udoka was just ejected. I think Ben Sullivan, Rockets lead assistant coach, may have been ejected. I've never seen this.
I mean, we've seen a whole lot more from the Rockets to be ejected. And
Ime and Ben Sullivan are now going to join Fred VanVleet.
This altercation will be reviewed as per rule.
Ben Sullivan and Ime Udoka have both been tossed. Fred was just ejected after the 5-second call. And then...
yeah, there's a lot in this tussle.
And then the tussle. And this needs to be adjudicated and worked out. A lot of stuff go on here.
So
very late, inside of a minute left to play here at Toyota Center. So much going on.
So Amin Thompson locks up with Hero. He tosses Hero, and then I think it's Rozier goes in. So watch Amin Thompson. He points. It's on the bottom. He's walking with Hero. Not sure who says what. He's going to match up here. Let's see what happens. He bumps him, a little bump back, little pull, lock up. That's natural. Tosses him, and then
Rozier got on top of Thompson, and then both benches emptied. Caron Butler got thrown down.
Now you see Jovic still moving around. Highsmith was somewhere in there. And the question is, the referees are going to look at, were guys flying in to incite more, or were they trying to pull these guys apart? And you see Amin Thompson, they lock up. There's the toss. Yeah, that was Rozier who dives in after Amin Thompson. Now
somebody threw something in the vicinity of the Heat bench too. Probably from the stands. Have no idea where that came from, obviously, because it was off camera there.
No Rocket players leave the bench or go over Jeff Green standing.
Another angle. Threw him down. Jovic. Rozier coming in there. There's Highsmith.
I think Highsmith and Şengün, they're pulling people out of there. And I think Jalen Green went to jump on Rozier to keep him from Amin Thompson, who was on the floor at that point.
And then ultimately, after all of that, both Ime Udoka and Ben.
Washington offensive rebound. Doncic fouled by Westbrook. Doncic upset, has something to say. Westbrook pushes him. Now Westbrook pushes Washington. Westbrook upset. Doncic upset. The officials trying to separate him. Westbrook has had a couple of mini skirmishes earlier in the game. James Capers trying to explain it to him. Westbrook being told to go to the bench. He's got his teammates and his coaching staff got to get him out of there.
Previous play is under review for the hustle act after the whistle.
Let's see if I don't know what he's upset about there. That's an obvious foul call on him.
They might call that last one a punch.
Oh, unequivocally might.
See, that's not a basketball play. There's no need to do that. There's the shove there. Then Washington shoves him, and kind of a jab there from Westbrook.
So Westbrook already has a flagrant one. P.J. Washington already has a technical. So you have to wonder if either of those guys are going to get ejected here. Maxi Kleber trying to step in and keep the peace.
Yeah, Washington got involved in a double technical. So another one for him, and he's automatically ejected.
The contact by Westbrook to Doncic is a technical foul. The contact by Westbrook to Washington is a technical foul. The contact by Washington to Westbrook is a technical foul. Washington and Westbrook are ejected from the game. Dallas will shoot one free throw and get the ball out of bounds. 14 on the shot clock.
Officials, you can get thrown out on one technical if it's egregious, but both of those are out because of the two technicals. P.J. Washington runs off the cheers.
L2 and a fadeaway. Wow, how about Embiid the double, helping Simmons with Towns. Here's Horford, blocked on the play. Wow, and look at this. Whoa! Embiid going at it with Karl Anthony Towns. And the bench is empty. My goodness.
What is going on? Ben's got him by the neck.
Towns is hot. Embiid is up. He's in front of his bench. And I don't know what precipitated this, but you have to think both players are going to be sent off for the rest of the game. Inspired. There's that double I was talking about. Now the two get entangled. And the shoving turned into this. That, my friends, are a couple of heavyweights. And Embiid seems delighted by the whole thing.
How many times have we seen JoJo revel in the fact that he gets under people's skin? I'm going to go ahead and say he got under Karl Anthony Towns' skin. Wasn't it that just like 5 minutes ago I said that there didn't seem to be any animosity between these two?
Well, listen, I remember a couple of years ago, the Sixers beat Minnesota in overtime, and Joel was very busy on Instagram trolling Mr. Towns, as he has done in the past. He has vowed to do a lot less of that. And it'll be interesting to see what happens on social media after all of this.
Well, it certainly looks like Towns swung first. Take a look at it from the other end of the floor. You see the tangle up right there, no big deal. And he's trying to break free. Take a look at it again.
And they are going to score the Tobias Harris basket, by the way.
Okay. Man. There's security guard Bubs Jackson on the floor there trying to get up.
But I think both guys are gone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so now they have overturned the basket, and Embiid is going to make a curtain call.
A little shadow boxing on his way out the door. I wonder if there's a punching bag in the locker room.
No, but make sure there are plenty of security personnel between the locker rooms.
Yeah, I think it's over by now.
So as the dust settles, the marquee matchup we were trumpeting, that goes out the window. No Embiid, no Towns. Score the basket for Harris.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.
46 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. And Lyles with Lopez. Lyles with Lopez going at it. Coach is getting involved. It spills into the scorer's table. And Lopez, he has been upset the entire second half. And look at Lopez, a man possessed.
Well, I said play with force. So there's that. This has been a very physical game from the very beginning. Lopez has been irritated since the time he got his eye busted open. Trey Lyles, he don't care. He's gonna step to you.
Let's take a look here. Lyles committed the foul, and then he just mushed Lopez in the face. But Lopez has been chirping this entire second half.
That doesn't show the whole lead up to the whole altercation. I'm going to say this. I do not condone fighting.
Yes.
But the team that I have been covering over the last several years hasn't had that type of fight in them. And if you want to get to the postseason, if you want to have success, you need to have a little bit of a dog in you.
Z. Robinson Earl. All the way to the hole. Zion's there. And no foul, they say. Man. Z took it away. And he's held up by Kevin Love.
But see, this is what happens.
Right.
This is what happens. This is Jimmy Butler and Najee.
Yeah. I'm not surprised because they let it go.
Right. This is what happens when officials don't call fouls.
They let it go.
Right. This is what happens.
It got away. It got away. Good. Look at Thomas Bryant in front of us with Jokic. And we're in the middle of things. And what is Thomas Bryant doing? Unfortunately, yeah. Don't need everybody to get involved. But it's unfortunate that it got to this point because the officials let it go. So finally, the two teams separated. It's interesting. Zion thought he was fouled the first time after he got the ball back. And when you let things go, you create this.
It was interesting because Jose and Thomas Bryant were right in front of us, and I thought that they were joking with each other. I thought they were playing with each other. Right. I thought that they had known each other.
Now here's the putback by Z right here. He thought the love.
And then he gets the steal back. Right, and they call this one, and I don't think that's dirty by Kevin Love. It's just what happened right before.
They shook hands, actually.
Right
in front of us before the altercation began.
Right, but what happens is it's Najee and Jimmy Butler right here that actually get into it after. And if you know anything about Jimmy Butler and you know anything about Najee Marshall, either one of these boys are backing down.
No.
See?
We will be going for a potential flagrant, and then a hostile act that does not dissolve.
So if you can't
Najee
see,
come in to kind of help his
but
team.
Jose and Thomas Bryant are right in front of us.
Right.
And then that's when it kind of spilled over there.
And it was right in front of us. Wild times with 11:19 to play in the contest. So Najee was coming over, trying to support his teammate, and that's when Jimmy Butler got involved too. So the table is moving on us for some reason.
I tell you, this will be a very interesting last 11 minutes and 19 seconds.
Yeah, they're chanting "Let's go Pels," which is the right thing. They're supporting. They're not going after the officials. It's "Let's go Pels" in the background.
And you see this, and then you give credit to both security staff. You see Sherm right there.
Yep.
You see Chico in there. Great job by both security staffs.
Working on Wiggins. We'll step back three. And so we're scoreless. We'll stay 0-0 the first 2 minutes. And then look at Klay Thompson and McDaniels. What is going on with that? Wow. You've got a full-on fracas going on. Draymond came in to defend Klay. This got out of hand very quickly.
Look at Klay Thompson's jersey. It's ripped up. Now, that's more than a scuffle.
We're going to have to go to replay and look at all of this, but Klay Thompson's never been involved in anything like that. What was Jaden McDaniels doing?
They were going at each other's heads. That was serious.
I mean, as you said, Klay's going to need a whole new jersey. Klay is as mild-mannered a player as we've ever seen.
They're just running down the floor, and they got tangled up. I want to see who initiated it first, though. Here's a look at it. So they're kind of coming together. Klay's boxing him out, puts his hand on his jersey. Jaden McDaniels puts his hand on his jersey. Now they're swinging each other around. Gobert gets in there. Draymond's got him in a headlock. There's a lot happening here.
Well, there were no punches thrown, which is good. In the NBA, it doesn't matter even if you make contact. If you swing at somebody, you're gone.
So look at him on the left side over here. Yeah, they just... Klay had his hand on him, trying to like box him out, and then they were swinging each other around. Every team has an enforcer, and the Warriors have Draymond.
The reason Draymond went so demonstrably is that Gobert had Clay in a headlock.
Yeah.
And Draymond's not feeling that at all.
So he's just pulling him off. We're not doing that. This ain't that. Clay and McDaniels going out of here, and then all of a sudden Gobert comes in, and Draymond's like, no.
Yeah, it's
chill out.
And then Draymond, he headlocked Gobert there, so.
Yeah, they're trying to get Draymond off of Gobert.
So Jaden McDaniel's been ejected. Klay Thompson's been ejected. Draymond has been ejected. And Draymond was called for a flagrant foul.
Listen, there was a lot that happened there. This swinging each other while they're latched onto each other's jerseys. That was a lot. And then Draymond headlocking Rudy Gobert. I mean, just the way that they've adjudicated issues with Draymond in the past.
Vincenzo disrespected Fontecchio, picks up the offensive foul. And now, again, a shoving match once again. Stewart, it's too bad because he does so many positive things out there for the Pistons, offensively and defensively.
Ron Holland was a really good high school player. Good fake.
Reed turned the corner and is fouled by Holland.
Man, oh, come on now.
Stevens. Big time brawl now in the front row.
Gotta stay.
It's going to take a lot to break this up.
You got to stay out of the crowd. This is not good.
This has been building on the last handful of possessions. Nas Reed had taken exception to Holland and was wagging a finger in his face. This crowd who braved the cold and the snow on its feet applauding the intensity. The Timberwolves finally showing some fight in this ball game. And the officials are going to have a lot to look at as you look at DiVincenzo's neck.
The coaches are getting into it. The coaches are literally fighting with each other now too. J.B. Bickerstaff getting into it with Pablo Prigioni. I mean, this is ridiculous. And they're both wearing black, so you can't tell who is who.
Who's right?
I don't think I've ever seen that before, Michael. I don't think I've ever seen a big melee like this and then have the coaches both getting into fights as well. This is crazy. Ron Holland was an instigator too. Like, he was really hot. You're right. These referees are going to have a lot to sort out. This is going to take a while. Look at,
Can you see the scratch on the neck?
The Piston coaches didn't help the situation at all, in my estimation. They all came running over there.
So, again, just looks like a regular foul by Holland, but Nas Reed.
Play is under review for an altercation.
Wagging his finger. Holland pushing DiVincenzo. And so they get tied up. Oh, look out, cameraman.
I hope our guy Buddha.
That was our guy Buddha.
Buddha was in the middle of it. I hope the fans are okay down on that end. There's two on the baseline. I always say that's where I want to be, on the baseline. But I don't know if I want to be on the baseline with all that spilled into me. That guy still has his beard. That's impressive. Man, this is...
This is what the officials are looking at right now. This is the angle. And again, Holland trying to discard DiVincenzo. Again, DiVincenzo has been pushed one too many times. So a lot of pushing and shoving there. You see Stewart in the center of it. Sasser now in it. Gobert's trying to pull Sasser.
There's way too many coaches, Piston coaches in there. There's too many people in here. JB Bickerstaff is in there. Vitaly Potapico, who's a big guy. But this is just unreal.
A lot going on here. This continued well after this. You see Reed there held back by Prigioni. And our guy Pierre and Tony Adams. And it's still not done yet as it continues, Jim Pete, as you pointed out. You see all the black shirts? Like some of these are Wolves assistants, some of these are Pistons assistants.
They're trying to, Pablo is trying to get Isaiah Stewart calmed down, and then coaches started pushing each other too.
Nurkic, well, he's going to be hit with an offensive foul.
They're probably going to take a look at it as well.
Boy, now we've got Nurkic and Najee Marshall as Marshall leaned back and threw a punch at Nurkic. And that will likely end the night. Nurkic took a direct shot. Lindsey, the crew chief, directing Najee Marshall back.
Well, Najee Marshall might as well know that he's going to get about 5 games.
That'll be the end of the night. And I believe the night may be done for Nurkic as well.
How did Nurkic throw a punch? Like, I turned my head on that one. I don't know how that escalated to that point.
Yeah, so both players. So you see Nurkic backing down. He got an elbow kind of up into the face.
Yeah, but he's off balance.
And Nurkic walking back. And something was clearly said. Well, Nurkic kind of took a swat at him. And then Najee Marshall loads up. So there was a push, the brush of the face, and then Marshall.
He missed the punch.
He missed the punch.
I thought he punched him and he fell, but it was more so he was off balance. He kind of rubbed his hand across. Oh, he did catch him. He caught him in the ear.
A little bit of the ear.
After review, we have fighting technical fouls on Marshall and Nurkic. Dallas's P.J. Washington has also been assessed a technical foul. All 3 players will be ejected from the game.
Wow. The P.J. Washington.
Play will resume with Phoenix shooting 1 free throw for the offsetting technical foul. Play will resume with a backcourt throw-in with 24 in the shot clock.
I don't know what P.J. Washington did. I'd like to take a look at that again.
This is why P.J. Washington, you see Washington in there, and yeah, there's the push.
Oh, that's
why Nurkic fell. It wasn't the punch. It was P.J. Washington. Yeah, we didn't catch that because we were looking at the punch. So
scored the Pacers in the quarter 17-7, and they were up 13 at the half. Here comes Butler. Warren spinning him around, and Butler not happy with that. Had to be restrained by Leroy Richardson. Jimmy, do not take yourself out of that New York weekend. Oh, don't read lips, Heat Nation. Do not read lips. Well, Butler definitely agitated by that spin-around foul from T.J. Warren, and the officials will take a look. Butler is still very upset.
Need Jimmy to calm down here. He's just too important to the team to get tossed right now. They need him in this game. He's got to calm down. Got fired up because he really beat and had Warren totally beat. Warren grabbed him to spin him around. We're going to take several looks at this here. Watch Warren's hands. Grabbed him by the left arm and spun him around, held him.
Now, Leroy Richardson, who is in his 25th season as an official, did a good job of diffusing what could have been an explosive situation. Leroy Richardson, 12 years in the United States Navy, an underwater sea surveillance specialist. That time on dry land, did a very good job of diffusing what could have been a huge problem for both Butler and T.J. Warren.
Well said, partner, well said.
Look at Leroy. Look how quick he was in there. That's terrific officiating.
It is.
Calm prevails, and the Heat go back to work ahead by 23. And Warren right back on Butler. Oh, Jimmy. Put a shoulder into the chest of Warren, and then Warren just got himself tossed out of the game for taunting. Well, neither player showing much in the way of poise right there. Oh, my.
Well, what's going to happen?
I don't know if you saw that on TV or not, but T.J. Warren, that is a no-no, my friend.
And that's why Warren's going to be tossed right now. This is his second technical foul. This is why it's so important that they call those first technical fouls. They have no toleration at all. And T.J. Warren, who's the leading scorer for the Indiana